puny humans who don't watch Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour.
Hello everybody, welcome to another issue of Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And in this issue we will be discussing Batgirl 28 and 29. 28 starts the new storyline, a two-parter, with a person called Silver. And this guy thinks Batman and Batgirl and Batwing and Batdog and Batcat are all vampires.
Probably even Batmite.
And yep, they're all. I mean, he thinks they're really vampires. He's a rich man that's fighting this. He's got a companion that is so in love with him. She doesn't care. He's crazy. I think she's called Targa or something like that. So the issue, this starts out with, starts out with Strix, doesn't it? Wanting Batgirl's help.
Yeah.
Or Barbara's help, anyway, because of a little girl that's been kidnapped that can't speak.
Yeah, has trouble, can't talk like she can.
Right. So
Strix is currently a Talon, so for those who don't know.
Right, she was trained by the Court of Owls to be a Talon. And she's still kind of iffy. I mean, you don't know. She could go either way if you rub her the wrong way. So,
yeah.
But, so Barbara agrees to help find this little girl. And in the end of this issue, vampire guy catches up with them, calls them vampires. And they're like, what? You're crazy. And the Gotham police force shows up and about to arrest the guy when it ends. But Barbara and Strix, Strix is in bandages, and Barbara is in street clothes, so they're not even in
Their outfits.
Outfits. They're just confronted by this wild man.
Yeah, for superheroes to go undercover, they go as themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they do, and so that's how it ends. And it was a pretty good storyline. Oh, in the end, we find out he has the girl that's been kidnapped because he thinks she is
A vampire.
not only the vampire, but the head demon. The last panel where we see the kid in a bedroom and she's crying and, so we're all feeling sorry for her and all that stuff. So we start off with 29. And the police are trying to get Silver to drop his knife.
Well, he carries straight razors with him.
Yeah, straight razors, that's right.
And that's his weapon of choice, is straight razors.
So he does kind of cut his throat, jump over a ledge, and gets away. He hops in a car with Targa, and Targa flips him off as they drive off. Then Batgirl and Strix find his mansion.
Yeah. And they go in there looking for what's going on. And I don't remember what happens after that. But
So then
he remembers it better than I do this time.
We see Batgirl and Strix talking to him. He comes down the stairs, and he actually sees them as vampires. I mean, it's like he's also hallucinating or having illusions that they look like vampires. I mean, he doesn't see them in the Batgirl or the Strix costume or uniform. He sees them as
some sort of Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula kind of vampire thing. So then they attack him, and they find out he's actually pretty good with his straight razors, and he actually cuts Strix or Talon, and and that surprises the hell out of Batgirl because nobody does that to her, but he does. And they fight for a while, and they finally subdue him because there's two of them. They should be able to take him out. Then the spoiler warning here: the girl appears, and they're asking her where she is and why she has blood, and turns out that she actually is a vampire.
Yeah, really didn't see that one coming.
So she attacks Batgirl. Vampire shows.
Yeah, the vampire shows up
to take her back to the roost to make sure she doesn't kill anybody. But then in his arm she blows up, and that's when Targus and Silver admit that we drink and bathe in holy water all the time. And then Vampire says, well, you're not as stupid as you look, and I'm going to remember this, which means he might be coming back for some payback. And then everybody disappears and leaves. They pull a Batman.
Yeah.
And so Strix and Batgirl are like all by themselves, and that's how it ends, I believe.
Yeah. Pretty good little story there, two-parter.
But Batgirl has been a good book to buy. So anyway, we'll talk at you later.
Thank you.
Good day. With me, I just looked at the ads in the back of the comic books, and I sent for the catalogs. And even though I was like 11 or 12, I was buying back issues through the mail.
Oh, yeah?
I mean,
I never thought of that when I was a kid. I just go to the drugstores here in town and buy up whatever, you know.
well, I was missing some issues.
so I
and
can go for...
whoever had a free catalog, I think I might have paid $0.25 for some of them. But back in those days, you had to do everything from the mail.
Yeah.
And when you made out your comic book list, you had your main books. Then you had to make an alternative list in case this one sold out. You can replace it with this over here.